Hello, regular viewer, loyal subscriber. Welcome to Invisible Inc. Puntastic name. This is a sort of Cold War themed but high-tech spy puzzle game. I'm quite fond of it. Played it quite a bit on the console. We're going to start a new campaign here. Play story mode. Going to generate a campaign. And for this, we could have beginner, experienced or expert. We'll start with expert. I have played this game before. We've got the DLC enabled. We're not going to change any of the settings. We're just going to go for default. We'll start there.
Get to the main server, collect the data, and get out. No detours.
Copy that, Central.
Proceeding to target. Insertion was clean. Alarm level holding steady. We need to get to the 3rd floor. We can make our way to the server room from there.
Any chatter on the comms?
Negative. It's silent on all frequencies.
They should have detected us by now.
Receiving priority 1 transmission.
They're onto you. Get out. Get out of there!
HQ compromised. We're going to need an extraction. I've got Incognita. Deckard and International are on their way.
Get to the roof. I'll cover you. Go!
Deckard, how long till extraction?
30 seconds.
Get us out of here. We've got work to do.
And so, Invisible Inc. begins. We have 72 hours of power reserves, keeping our artificial intelligence Incognita up and running, alive in fact. Our entire secret agency has been shattered by an unknown enemy, and we have been scattered. We are to try and re-establish our agency, gather allies, equipment, resources, and re-establish our base of operations as best we can. So we have here our default team selection. We have Deckard here. Deckard is a fantastic agent. He's slightly faster than General. Have 4 stats here. Speed is the number of tiles you can move in a given turn. Hacking gives you additional power for Incognita to use during the mission. Strength enables you to carry more items, drag enemy soldiers around if you've knocked them out a bit better. Anarchy allows you to steal things with more alacrity, and each of these stats also unlocks various pieces of equipment that you can use to augment your ability. So we're going to swap Deckard here for one of the others. Let's see, Salem has +1 armor piercing and a rifle, but does lethal damage. Banks is a hacker. She can unlock level 1 security doors without a card. And I think I'm going to use Banks and Internationale for this. Now you have a choice of starting programs. You have a power program, and initially there's a choice of 2. Power drip gives you 1 point per turn. Fusion costs you 5 power, but gives you 3 power per turn on cooldown for 4 turns. So for 5 power you get 12 back. It is possible to run out of power with this, so if ever your power drops below 5, you will be unable to generate more power in a mission. So you have to manage it carefully, but it's clearly delivering more power than drip feed. There are others which you can get. No, that's free. You get 3 power, you get plus 3 AP. It's 2 turn cooldown, but they're minus 3 AP, so you go forward. Interesting. Now I think I'll go fusion on this one. There's lockpick, which is the straightforward. It's cost you 2 power to pick 1 firewall, and we have 2 firewalls for 4 power, but it reduces the cost by 1 per turn. I think later on this becomes more powerful when we can break more levels of firewall. But we're not going to do that right now. It's 2074. Corporations rule the world with brutal efficiency. They hit you hard and now you're on the run. You need to strike back, but you'll never win by force. Keep your agents alive with stealth and cunning. Raid the Corp's facilities for tools and support. Prepare your team for the final showdown. The odds are stacked against you. You will fail repeatedly. Each time you'll learn more about your adversaries. Every restart generates a new world of dangers and opportunities. Good luck, Operator. Don't let us down.
Operator, are you there? Good. I was afraid you didn't make it out. Headquarters is gone. Most of our agents have been captured or killed, and our accounts all frozen. I don't know how the corporations found us, but you can bet they won't give up now that they've had a taste of blood. The Jet's stealth rig should keep us hidden if we keep moving, but Incognita can't survive long on backup power. She's got 72 hours, tops. We need to mount a counterattack before then, or we'll be defenseless against their scams. If that happens, we may as well just crash this thing into the ocean. You've never seen the inside of a corporate deprogramming chamber. I won't see the inside of another. Incognita is scanning for targets of opportunity where we can replenish our supplies. Follow her leads and gather what resources you can. I'll run through our contacts and see what favors I can call in. We're going to need all of the advantages we can find in the coming days.
Okay. So Banks is our door hacker, our thief, if you like. Internationale is very similar, but she has wireless antenna. She can see computing devices through walls and can hack them at a distance, which proves to be very useful. Right, day 1. The clock is running. We have 72 hours left, 500 credits in the bank. Our equipment and agents are worth 4,700. We only have one mission, and that is to go to the executive offices of FTM, Financial Transaction Management, and hack one of their terminals.
Executives are notoriously slack when it comes to network security, and their terminals are full of interesting information. We found a lightly guarded executive complex here. Get in, find the computer, and steal their contact list. Then we'll have our pick of future targets.
And look for more info. Future targets of value. Each mission type provides key benefits. New locations will be presented over time. A successful infiltration here will speed up this process, give you more targets to choose from. Okay. Each level is procedurally generated.
G-Lab acquired. Ready for transport.
If you just excuse me a moment, I'm going to...
Bad news, Operator. They caught us completely by surprise, so we have no firepower with us. The guards' weapons are gene-coded to their owner and useless to us. We're going to have to make do with what we can find along the way. We've beamed you through the security grid. You should be somewhere near the target, but you'll need to look for it. Get the list and find a transport pad to escape. But be quick about it. They noticed a disturbance when we ported in, and their alarm level is already rising.
Okay, so our primary objective is to find this executive terminal, hack it, and then get out via the teleporter pad. In the meantime, if we can find credits on the way, so much the better. I'm just going to tweak the volume down here because it's really loud in my ear. Right, so let's just take this down to half valley. Okay, let's try that. Right, so procedurally generated level, we've got our two agents here. So it's Internazionale and this is Banks here. This is a console. We hack this to generate power for Incognita. This is Incognita up here, our quantum AI construct. We can access her to get at what she sees of the level. She has her abilities here. This is how power generation 1. We start with 10 out of 20 power. We're going to spend 5 of that activating this program, which will give us 12 power over 4 turns. And then when that cooldown comes off, we'll trigger it again, and we've got to keep our power above 5 so that we'll never run out of energy. That's the thinking anyway. We use Incognita to break firewalls and do some other work in the digital realm. In the first instance, you can see Internazionale can see computing devices through walls. This is a power supply. There's some kind of security grid, and disabling this will disable that grid. This yellow tag means she can hack it from range. She has a bonus to power generation from hijacking this console, so we'll do that right now. Right, I'm going to bring her up to the door here. We have another item over there, but we'll have a peek through the door. Right, much bigger room here. We can see some additional consoles, which will give us more power, and a security camera. Now, if we review this now using Incognita, because Internazionale can now see these items or has had got access to them, I can use Incognita's lockpick function, spending 2 power to hack the camera and or the corporate safe and or the power grid. We don't need to do this one yet. We're going to take this camera over and see what we can see. Okay, we've got doors here in yellow. If we want to go through this grid without triggering additional alarms, I can hack the power cell here, but that will take us below 5, and I want to avoid doing that for the moment. Right, now because we now control that camera, what was previously red view is been removed, so we can open the door and we can take another peek in, which should give us a better view of the room. And we're going to swap here to Banks. We're going to step Banks forward to the door here, and we're going to have a peek through. Just check with Incognita. So this red line here means there's some kind of inbound teleporter, so guards may well spawn here as the alarm security level increases. Because there is a red door over here, that is locked, level 1. Banks' special ability is of course to open locks of that type, so we will be doing that in time. Is that door open? No, it's closed. Okay, might as well move Internazionale through, and we're going to close the door behind us. I found that closing the doors limits sight lines and things, so you get caught out a bit fewer times. Let's end the turn now. Right, so the essential tension on the level is that over a period of time the security level constantly goes up. Every time it reaches one full circuit, something will happen. So the guards will change their routines, additional cameras will come online, additional guards will beam in, and eventually the computer will gain the ability to spot where your agents start their turn, which means they can all converge on your location. So we are literally on a clock here. but I'm going to bring Internazionale around here. Hiding in cover, XCOM style, allows us to be unobserved. You can see if I moved here, this location is hidden. If I moved here, it will be noticed by the enemy, which means he will turn and point his gun at her. If I go in here, it's actively being watched. So you've got to balance your movement with not being seen. Okay, so we have another item over there. That is a database, reveals the outline of the facility, which might be quite handy. So let's get Incognita. Check our power levels up here, and we can just break this firewall to get the facility map. So quite a small facility to begin with. We have sets of rooms that we can explore, but we know there's probably nothing in here that's worth our attention. So let's head over here. Now what you can do is use one of your action guard points to observe the guard's movement. He is patrolling, and you can see the arrows point back through the door here. So next turn he will walk away from us, which is going to be quite handy.
Warning.
I don't quite have enough action points to... and if I move here or here, her movements will be noticed, so I'm going to leave her there for the moment. And end the turn. He should walk away. Okay. So we know that Banks has the ability to unlock doors. So we're going to run her over to here. Have a quick peek through. Right, he is patrolling as well, but his next move is to go through this door here, which means as long as we can get Banks through here, and we can close the door, no one will be any the wiser. And just to be sure, we're going to just sneak into cover here, because you can never be too sure. Right, go to Incognita again. Now I might want to get Internazionale here through the barriers and heading into this to investigate this from here. So we're going to hack this twice. Okay, now I can toggle it on and off. Let's close on Incognita. Internazionale. And we can come through here and check through the doors. Okay. Let's have a peek. Okay, this room is being observed, probably just by this camera here, but we can keep an eye on it. I can't see these consoles yet to get additional power, and she's out of action points, so we'll just end the turn. Ooh. Okay, so we've got two enemy guards patrolling this area. So fusion's given us another 3 power. We're not quite off turn cooldown yet. What we're going to do is capture this camera and see what's in here. Nothing obvious. So we should be able to well, first of all, let's get up here. And what we can do is then plunder these for additional power. For Incognita. That should allow us to then break this corporate safe. And while we're here, might as well do that one as well. And we're going to pick Banks here. come down here, and we now have the ability to steal from the safe. Right, so there is a chip here, which can be used manually to break through 2 firewalls with a 5-turn cooldown. Requires Anarchy skill level 2, and that's something I think that Banks has. And there's 40 credits. We can install that chip back at base. So next turn we're going to have 2 guards come through here. I think one's going to go through here and the other one will end up here. So we've got a bit of a challenge here. I'm going to have a think about what to do. What I might do is bring Banks here, and then I'll show you how we can incapacitate guards. So we all have these tasers. I'm going to put her in ambush ready. If a guard walks past her, she'll grab them and knock them out. Internationale's only got a point left, so we'll end the turn there. We'll see what happens. Weak. Down. Now they're in cover. I was actually anticipating him coming in, but he didn't. Now I can hit him with Paralyzer to keep him knocked out. Okay, I can rob him. He's got some money and a level 1 pass card, which I don't need. And it's discarded at the end of the mission, so it's not worth anything. I might as well just leave it. We can have a peek through here. Okay, so we've got another level 1 locked door, and I think this is going to be worth me going through. We're going to close that. We're going to move down here. And I think I'll stay there for the moment. Oh no, he's out for the count. I'll move this side, just in case somebody comes out of one of these. They'll spot her. Right, and we'll go to Internationale. Right, let's peek. Okay, a nano fabricator. If I've got enough credits, and I've got 600 of them, this should give me something to do with them. Let's just close the door there. I can't look around at the moment because I'm out of action points. So I'm just going to end it there.
Alarm level 1.
Okay.
Additional cameras activated.
So we've reached our first alarm level.
Level increased.
I don't know whether you'll see additional cameras will start coming online. Particularly for us, that one. That's the only one that we can see, so I'm going to hack it here. And we're going to gain our power draw again. Close Incognita. Right, so Banks, come down here. Going to hack that. Down here, we're going to peek through. Right, so we have another camera and another safe. Mainframes. Okay, some interesting stuff here. Might as well unlock that. And let's grab that camera if we can, see what's going on. Right, it's empty other than that. That's good news. Right, I'm going to peek around the corner. That is the exit from the level. I'm happy with that. We are going to make our way swiftly over towards the nano fab. Uh-oh. I might have just cocked up there. I don't think I've got... No, I've not got enough power to do that. That's where a rewind would be very useful. So, can I rewind? Maybe it's with Incognita. Rewind. Rewind. Okay. So we're back to the start of the round. Paralyze. Steal. Through. Close door. I can do this a bit quicker now. Down to here. And power. International. Right. Through. Close. And sprint. Okay. Incognita. Unlock the nano fab. Generate power. Enter.
Alarm level 1. Additional cameras activated. Surveillance level increased.
Okay, so we hack that camera. Thanks. Contacts there. Peek through. Unlock. Open. Close the door behind me. Okay. Two power left. I need to save that. I know there's a camera down there now. Okay, so I can come in here and I will remain undetected. Okay, and now I can access the nano fab. Let's have a look. Distributed processor. 50% chance to gain a power point at the beginning of each turn. That's quite handy. Another vault disruptor, and we've got some additional things that we can pick up here. Door encryption locks, that's all very well, but actually with banks on the case, I don't think there's a case for that. Another one of these is fine, but I've got one, and this I don't quite have enough money for at the moment. However, if we come over here, we may well be able to gain that by unlocking that. That's it for the moment. Right, so let's grab some power. Loot the safe. Right, now I can afford that. We'll install the augment now. She's now our power generator. We should be able to hack that. Okay, so we have searched everywhere except this room and this room here. So I think we'll converge on that, and then we have to make our way to this exfiltrate over here. So let's run all the way over here. And that's me done for the end. Right. Close that. And come down here. He's still patrolling up and down quietly. Banks here. Can come up here. Grab that. Can make our way this way. You can sprint, which adds 3 to your movement, but you make noise while you're doing it, and if there are guards walking around, they will be very aware of where you've just gone. Right, I see a door here. I'm going to peek through. Interesting. Right, so I'm going to hack that, get our power generation going, and hack that. give us a view on what's going on. Close Incognita. Yeah, he's going back that way. Right, I'm going to skedaddle over here. I know there's a guard coming out here, but he won't bother me while I'm hiding. Okay, that guard that we knocked out earlier has just woken up. He will now panic and start to run around the place in a much more assertive manner than previously. So we're going to come in here and hack corporate safe. Okay, I can do that without taking any power. Close Incognita, we're going to rob the safe. Right, now he's going to come back again. I'm going to hide here for the moment. And we're going to prep another ambush. Now you've come out there. I think I might just let you go, because there's no need for me to move at the moment. He'll run into a neighbouring room. I might just pop around the corner here. Just keep out of sight if I can.
Looking around.
Alarm level 2.
Okay, all the firewalls have increased. I've broken most of them, so I don't think I'm too worried. So I'm going to go for banks here, and we're going to paralyze him. Now we're going to steal. Again, security cards, don't need that. And I don't know where he's going to go, so this could be entertaining. So I'll come over here. We'll steal from the safe here. And come through the door, close it, make our way that way. Now, just in case he comes through the door over here, I'm going to put Internationale on hold and then end our turn. Okay.
Looking around. Nothing.
Okay, he's on patrol mode. So I'll be able to get in and hide without any trouble.
Warning.
Okay, and we'll get banks. We'll close the door here. Let's see what he's doing. He is hunting. He's looking in this place here. That's just fine. I think we're going to be okay, so we'll enter now.
Investigating area.
Our agents are stealthy enough when they're not sprinting to get right up next to these guys, as long as we're not in their line of sight. We'll take him down. Steal what he has.
The executive terminal is the large device with the simplified controls. There.
Simplified controls. Right, I'll just sneak into cover here. Now, while your agent is standing on top of a downed enemy, his knockout counter will not go down. So, as long as I keep there, and nobody spots me, I'm going to be just dandy. Incognita, I'm going to need you to hack this device. Right, let's enter it.
They're down. I'm calling it in.
Okay, that's unfortunate. He spotted the down body, so we're going to have to get a wiggle on. I think I'm far enough away from people to be able to put on a sprint here and get right to the end. Okay. That's the site list we're looking for.
Good job. You've got the site list. They noticed you poking about and have changed up their patrols. Be careful on your way out.
Okay, we will do. So we don't know where he's going. He's going to investigate the downed guard. So let's come out through here. Close door. And we'll enter.
Investigating.
It's useful that we close that door. If he'd have swung left, he would have seen us over there. So I'm going to...
Warning.
Oh, I can't quite get over there. So we'll come around the corner here. And now Banks is going to have to motor. And she's encumbered now, so she can't sprint, which is awkward. I don't suppose there's going to be a way through here, is there? Let's have a look. Peek round the corner. No, that's unfortunate. Oh well. And no action points left. Fine. Anything else to hack? No.
Alarm level 3.
Okay, one more guard patrol has appeared. Yeah, we're going to have to move out as quickly as we can. I don't think he'll reach me in this turn, but oh, he's woken up already. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to put our ambush ready. Although I don't know where he's going to come. Okay, he's coming through this direction, so he may well see me doing this. This could get awkward.
Investigating area.
Looking around.
This is going to get very awkward. So he's now looking this way. I'm hiding in here. Right, this chap is going through that door down there. If he's turning this way after coming through the door, he will not see me there. So I can sit here comfortably and then move out next turn. In the meantime, I need to peek through. We need to check what this guy's doing. He's heading out this way. I'm going to keep you on ambush, then if this guy runs back in there, then I'll be able to ambush him.
Looking around. Investigating area.
They never learn. Right, it's starting to get a bit tricky now, so Banks can use the paralyzer dose. And let's get into Nationale. If I can come through there, we will peek. Damn. Okay, come back in this direction. Right, my zapper's on cooldown, so if he comes back in, this could get difficult. So we'll come back through, close the door, and we're going to hide behind this computer bank and hope he doesn't see us. Let's see where he's going. He's carrying on in this direction. This chap I can't see, he's coming in this direction, so...
Investigating the area. Guess it was nothing.
Okay, this is good news. So I can get some distance. So can I use Internationale, for example? Let's do a peek. Not useful. I'm not going to close that door because he'll notice it being closed. But he could well come through this way. Worrying. I'll stand here and I'll go and alert. Bank's here in the meantime. I think I'm going to step through. I could come through there and take him down, but if this guy turns around, I'm going to be in dead stuck. Well, I can't take him down because my thing's on cooldown. Let's come through there. And hope upon hope that he continues in this direction and he goes down here or through here. Good luck, everyone.
Investigating.
Oh, we were lucky. Holy crud. Right. Well, I can get Banks up here. And now it's off standby. I'll get Internationale up here. And we'll end turn.
Alarm level 4.
Another guard patrol.
Additional guard patrols.
Beams in here.
Vision recommended.
That's okay. Right, so I can get her in the teleporter and get her almost all the way over there. Enter.
Investigating area. Stop.
Oh dear. Wow. I got spotted, but fortunately... I don't need a pass card. Fine, let's get out of here. And teleport out. Job done.
Excellent work, operator. Now to sift through the data and find the juiciest targets.
Right. Well, that was the first mission. I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll get to the next one next time. Thanks very much for joining me. I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.